Hello, my fellow weirdos. You know, there is a method, I believe, to to what the Republicans are doing when it comes to the education and the pregnancy pushing, and it kind of ties into a little bit to uh, Elon's little harem of babies. Uh, they keep, and this started when he first came into politics 10 years ago. Most of most of the people that are really gung ho, staunch supporters are in the southern states. I'm not saying all of them, but if you were going to split it into regions, the southern states are definitely for Donald. Um, well, definitely Republican. Let's say that. Um, Once Donald is not legally legitimate to run again, then we'll see if they're still with Donald or they go back to the Republican Party, which I doubt. Republican is MAGA now. Sorry, I took an allergy pill, and it's starting to kick in. And with the red states, there's the southern states is a good chunk. It's all red states. That is where the education is the most dismal. That is also where the least amount of income is made. It's also where the least amount of industry is. It's a lot of rural farm type of stuff. Um, what they want, that is their base. If they can get the base, the states, where the majority of his base is, the South, and they are red states, so they're happy to cut education. They do it federally. The blue states are going to try to pick up what we can, and the blue state residents will be willing to do just a tiny bit more tax if we have to fund our own education, because the blue states, liberals and progressives, believe education is what forms the future, because the more you know, the better you know. If you're not a greedy bastard that has no moral compass and you don't mind being a fucking criminal. So there's that part. But so it, the smarter people are, the less likely they are to vote for Trump or to support Trump. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to sound like a jerk, but this is the facts. The less educated, the least educated in the country are the southern states. Those are also Republican run, which means if the federal government is permanently erases and the courts don't succeed in getting it put back, and it's just state by state. The southern state, the Republican-run states will become stupider and stupider and stupider because they will put no fucking money into education. They don't care if they all fucking have their own little, one person in each community teaching all the kids, and it doesn't matter what they fucking know or don't know. The only thing you need to live by is what we teach, what we got, because we got by. And nothing gets discovered or invented or imagined either. But that's what they want, because they don't want the population to imagine or think, because then they cannot be controlled, because they don't just believe what you tell them. Uneducated people, especially, and that is a very Bible Christian area, faux or not, they start them young by indoctrination through Christianity. So it's so much, they're used to being told what to do and shutting up and do it, or else you're embarrassed or punished or deprived of something. And that is what Sunday school is like with the Christians. I know firsthand. They teach them when they're young and mold that. That's what they want to keep doing. But they want to do it for a lot more white babies. But the less education and the more religious indoctrination, saying women should be, the glory for their husbands. That's their job. To pop out babies and care for the house and the babies. And anything that goes wrong, God help her. It's her fault. So they have a scapegoat. And they raise their Aryan nation to be indoctrinated and only learn what they want you to learn. So all the red states will wind up becoming this. Is that what you want to live in? People that still support him? Is that what you want to do? Just let them decide everything, where you live, what class you're going to live in, if you're going to be shit poor, if you're even going to be able to allowed to have a place to live, or what kind of job, even if you don't like what you're told to do this, so you do that. Or you don't have a job, fucker, Is this what you wanted? Because this is where history has shown every other society that has come to this point has gone the same way. And that's the way they're showing you to go. So keep that in mind. And every society that has gone that way said the same thing. MAGA, the same thing Republicans are saying. It's only for a short time. It's for your safety. It'll be stronger in the end. And the truth is, diversity and education and the allowing of natural curiosity and not indoctrinating are the things that are the most valuable in a society. Mixing the cultures, learning from each other, encouraging people to think and imagine and inspire and to ask questions. Everything they are against. Why are they against it? Because you learn. Why are they against learning? Because when you learn they're bullshitting you and gaslighting you. You learn what those words mean and how to find it. And then what happens, Judy? Well, then they don't have the control anymore. Hell breaks loose. Blood is shed. And an entirely different system is put in place. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what history shows. If you're clueless that is fact, then maybe you were brought up with Republicans or something, or in Christianity, or maybe you're listening and you are one. And you're yelling at me. Well, you might be, but don't shoot the messenger. That's not me saying that. That's just me reporting that it is what it is. It doesn't matter if you like it or not. That is how these things end. So I ask you, as I ask you nearly every day, what are you going to do about it? Are you just going to sit and every now and then make a timid post? God, this is awful. I can't believe it. I might not have, I don't know. I still have got nothing. I might not have any Social Security come this week. I'm off the SSI, and it doesn't say that I'm on anything else. So I've got 2 more letters to look at. I don't hold any hope that they're any different. But from this past week, I didn't get anything. Some of these are posted from May and one from March. And I just got them this week. And I've got four letters for 3 for upstairs and 3 for somebody that's not even in this building, I don't even think. So what I was going to show you, but yeah, I didn't give them to them yet because I want my caseworker to see them. I want to take a picture of them to show that I'm not fucking lying. There's a lot of this shit I'm not getting. If in 10 days I got 4 letters for somebody else, who the fuck knows how much I'm not getting? I sure get all the fucking junk mail. Oh, they don't miss that. Okay, I didn't go to the box for maybe 10 days, okay? And that's 10 full days, so of that, 2 of the days, maybe 3 of the days weren't even mailed because of Memorial Day. So, what, maybe 7 actual days mail were delivered, and I got all this. A bunch of them were all sent at times, like one was March, one was May, and they all came this week. And in that were these 4 that aren't even mine. For all I know, they had sent something asking. I still have to open these because I just didn't want to stress during the day. I figured I'll do it tonight. I have a little vodka left in case it's bad news. But the mail is fucked up. Do you guys have problems with the mail if you're in America? What is it? Just Jersey? What the fuck is this? But anyway, I mean, you know, when you keep people stupid, give it another generation, if this continues with the education, and all of that, they wouldn't know what to do. They wouldn't know just to ask and question or anything. They just, well, I guess I'm off it. You know, that's what they want. They don't want you to get upset and ask questions like I did. How come this was so late? How come this? How come that? They don't want to answer the questions. That's why that goes with Elon trying to form his Aryan base. Because if they grow up as a bunch of little white babies being indoctrinated and told the white is superior, they have their own little... I mean, these kids could have been good kids, but what do you expect when that's what they're taught? They think that's the truth. And then they go to school and they're taught the same thing. You're going to have an entire fucking country here in a generation or 2 that are like Stepford, Hitford wives. They're Trumpford wives. They're like Trumpford people, Trumpford children. All an Aryan Trumpford children like thing going on. Get a lot of white babies born. And they're talking about offering mothership awards if you have 5 or more kids or something like that. Hello, go look it up. They did that in Nazi Germany. Yeah, for the same reason. Because they keep saying they want more babies. What they don't say is they want more white babies. Just like they don't say it's the white only house. That's why they're trying to do the education and lower it. Stupid people and indoctrinate them and just they don't ask questions because they're told not to in Sunday school. And I don't want to hear a bunch of y'all saying, yeah, Sunday school doesn't, Judy. Yeah, it does. I know. Personally. In 2 different religions. Well, one a non-denominational and another one Christian. I do know. and I'm not talking out my ass. A lot of what I say, most of what I say, is from personal experience. Some from I watched it happen to somebody I care about. So before you want any little trolls want to start anything, zip it. I am not going to be gaslit. I'm done with that and have been done for some time. The rest of y'all just haven't caught up that the other progressive and liberal folks are done with civility too. It's fuck off, buzz off, and get the fuck your hands off my constitutional rights. What made us America the Great was a culture mix. You fucking idiots. It was the brain thing where America gave you so many opportunities, and if you were having issues or you were in a minority kind of a group, a vulnerable group, you got some help with some programs and stuff, because what you had to offer once you get that help is comparable and fair, and it's that's cool. People that are suffering can't produce as much as they can when they're happy and content. That's just the facts. You don't shoot the messenger when they're just telling you the facts. I know others don't say it quite like that, but I'm a straight shooter. I'm not gonna sprinkle the shit with sprinkles and you know glitter dust and tell you no. That's just a dish of chocolate ice cream. I'm gonna say, excuse me, ma'am, sir, they just served you a dish of shit, but I just saw them put the sprinkles and stuff on it. And the gold? Yeah, that's not chocolate ice cream. Because it's not. And when I leave this earth, at least people will say that she didn't fucking lie to us. She was straight with us. Because your word still fucking matters to a lot of people. Which is why this administration is not believed or trusted by the rest of the planet's inhabitants. Peace out.